Hello dear students, hope you all are good. We have dispersed our last class at question 1 and now we will continue from question 2. So let's tackle this question in which you have to find the value of p at 0, p at 1 and p at 2. You have to find the value of all the polynomial at 0, 1 and 2. Look, here this is the polynomial of variable y. That means you have to put y equal to 0 first, then 1 and then 2. Clear? So let's start. At y equal to 0, it will be p0, 0 square minus 0 plus 1. So the answer will be 1. p0 will be 1. Now at y equal to 1, capital, at y equal to 1, then p of 1, यानी कि you have to put y equal to 1. So p1, 1 square minus 1 plus 1. Clear? So it will be, look, plus minus will be cancel out and it will become 1. Now at y equal to 2, then p of 2 will be 2 square minus 2 plus 1. 4 minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 and the answer is 3. That means p of 0 is 1, p of 1 is 1 and p of 2 is 3. Clear? This is p of 1, it is p of 0 and this is p of 2. So the next part is p of t equal to 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. Now again you have to find p0 first. 2 plus t, put t equal to 0 plus 0 square minus 0 cube. So it will be p0, obviously only 2. It all becomes 0. Next you have to find p1, that is you have to put t equal to 1. 2 plus 1 plus 2, 1 square minus 1 cube. So 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1 ka square is 1 and 2 multiply 1 is 2 minus 1 ka cube is also 1. So 3, 2 minus 1 is 1. It will be equal to 4. So p of 1 will be 4. Now p equal to 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 2 ka square minus 2 cube. Again 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 2 square of 2 is 4. 4 multiply 2 will be 8 minus cube of 2 is 8. Now look, plus 8 minus 8 cancel out and it will be left with 4. That means p of 2 is 4. Now the third part you are going to try and solve it. Now the fourth part is, first you have to find for 0, it will be 0 minus 1 multiply 0 plus 1. So check, 0 minus 1 is minus 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, therefore p of 0 will be equal to minus 1. Yeah. Now p of 1, that is 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, multiply 1 plus 1, 2, it will be 0. P of 1 is 0. Now next p of 2 you have to find. 2 minus 1, 2 plus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, that is 3. P of 2 is 3. So let's tackle another question, that is third. Verify whether the following are zeros or roots of the polynomial px equal to 3x plus 1 at x equal to minus 1 by 3. That is, you have to verify that this polynomial should be 0 at x equal to minus 1 by 3. If you put minus 1 by 3 in place of x, this polynomial should be 0. Then only you can say that yes, it is a polynomial. Yes, it is a 0 of this polynomial. Clear? So let's do it. Put x equal to minus 1 by 3. So p of minus 1 by 3 will be equal to 3 multiply minus 1 by 3 plus 1. 3 cancel out. It will become minus 1 plus 1, which is 0. So look, as at x equal to minus 1 by 3, px is 0. Therefore, yes, x equal to minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of a polynomial px. Clear? Now move to next. Now check whether at x equal to 4 by 5 it is becoming 0 or not. So put x equal to 4 by 5. It will be 5 multiply 4 by 5 minus pi. 5 cancel out. It will become 4 minus pi. So check. This is not coming 0. Not equal to 0. This is not equal to 0, as at x equal to 4 by 5, px not equal to 0. Therefore, it is not 0 of polynomial px. Clear? Now for both x equal to 1 and minus 1, you have to check whether these two are zeros or not. So first put x equal to 1. So at x equal to 1, p1 equal to 1 square minus 1, which is 1 minus 1, that is 0. Now at x equal to minus 1, p of minus 1 will be minus 1 square minus 1. Minus 1 ka square is 1 minus 1, which is 0. So therefore, for both x equal to 1 and minus 1, for both x equal to 1 and minus 1, px is 0. Therefore, x equal to 1 and minus 1 are zeros of polynomial. What polynomial? Px. Now similarly here also you have to check for both minus 1 and 2 whether it's coming 0 or not. So at x equal to minus 1, p of minus 1 will be minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 minus 2. Here put x equal to minus 1. So you will get minus 1 plus 1 is 0, multiply minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. So it is coming 0. At x equal to 2, now check. It will be p of 2, which will be 2 plus 1, 2 minus 2. 3 multiply 0. 2 minus 2 is 0 and it is also 0. Therefore, both x equal to minus 1 and 2 are zeros of polynomial px. So these two are the zeros of polynomial px. Now the most easiest part. At x equal to 0 you have to check, so p of 0 is 0 obviously. So therefore x equal to 0 is a 0 of a polynomial px. Now for x equal to minus m by l you have to check, is it coming 0 or not. So put x equal to minus m by l. Do the calculation carefully. It will be l multiply x minus m by l plus m. L से l cancel out. It will become minus m plus m, and this will be 0. So therefore x equal to minus m by l is a 0 of polynomial px. Now you have to check that for both minus 1 by root 3 and 2 by root 3, this px is coming 0. Now for x equal to minus 1 by 3, put x equal to minus 1 by root 3, it will become 3 multiply 1 by root 3 square minus 1. So it will be 3 multiply 1 ka square is 1 and root 3 square is 3 minus 1. 3 se 3 cancel out. It will be left with 1 minus 1, which is 0. That is, keep p at minus 1 by root 3 is coming 0. Now you have to check for at x equal to 2 by root 3. So p of 2 by root 3 will be 3 multiply 2 by root 3 square minus 1. It will become 3 multiply 4 by 3 minus 1. 3 se 3 cancel and answer will be. So at p equal to 2 by root 3 answer is coming 3. That is, it is not equal to 0. So you can write here. Therefore यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा कि at minus 1 by root 3 it is a, yes, it is a 0. It is a 0 of this polynomial. Write it. And here you will write 2 by root 3 is not 0 of polynomial px. Clear? This is how we have done. One is a 0, another is not a 0. Now the last part, 8th part, is your homework. You have to try that at x equal to 1 by 2 this px will become 0 or not. I can see that it is not, but solve it. Now the next question, find the 0 of the polynomial. You have to find the 0 of all the polynomial. In the previous question it was that you have to verify कि these are the zero, whether these are the zeros of that polynomial or not. Here you have to find that 0. Clear? तो वहाँ पे आपको वेरीफाई करने के लिए px को 0 जरूर आना चाहिए. When you put the value of x, your polynomial should be 0. Now for finding 0 you have to put this px equal to 0. Clear? So let's solve it. Put px equal to 0. That means x plus 5 will be 0. X will be minus 5. That is, this is a x equal to minus 5 is 0 of polynomial px. short I'm writing, you write polynomial whole. Clear? This is how you have to solve it. Next part, put again px equal to 0 and it will be x minus 5 equal to 0, x equal to 5. It is a 0 of a polynomial px. Clear? Now find the 0. Again the same boring method. Tx equal to minus 5, x equal to minus 5 by 2. Now this is a 0 of polynomial px. Clear? Now the fourth part, that is px equal to 3x minus 2 and fifth px equal to 3x. Both are your homework. Only by seeing I can say here the 0 will be 0 only, and here it will be 2 by 3. But try to find it. Okay. Now the sixth part, it is same like this. Here the a is 3 only. This much difference. Put px equal to 0, that is ax will be 0, x will be 0 by a, where that is x equal to 0. That is 0 is a 0 of polynomial px. Now the next. Now the last part, px equal to cx plus d. Put px equal to 0. Here c and d are the real numbers and c not equal to 0. You have to find the 0. So put this polynomial equal to 0. Cx plus d equal to 0. Now d will go to that side, minus d, x will be minus d by c. It is a 0 of the polynomial cx plus d. With this question we have completed our exercise, that is 2.2.